Hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to Amethyst Moon Tarot. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, all the interaction. It really means the world to me. It helps this page grow, and I very, very much appreciate everything you guys all do to help this channel. All right, Sagittarians, this is your weekly reading for August 10th to August 16th. Remember, time is not exactly linear, so it's give or take a few days. Plug it in as it belongs in your life. Also, don't force this. So this is for all Sagittarians watching. So if you don't resonate with it, if it doesn't feel right for you, then that's okay. Could just be that it is not your reading for this week. Okay, so we start with our oracle, which popped right out, and we've got coach for you guys this week. Let's see. There we go. Before we train, nurture, develop, plan, encourage, and support. So Sagittarians, let's see if this is you coaching or if somebody is going to be coaching you. Let's see if you're going to be the leader in a learning environment or if you're going to be learning something new this week. All right, current mindset, present mindset is the Page of Coins. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like this is something that is coming into your environment, into your life. It feels like you are the one that is being coached. It feels like you are the one that's doing the training. Now, the Page of Coins can be an offer of new money, new prosperity, something new in the real world. So maybe you've recently gotten a new job and you're currently in the training stages and might be a little bit nervous, but let's keep going. Let's get some more and see what the universe needs you to know for this week. All right. Past. Okay. 9 of Wands. Okay. Obstacles for this week. Queen of Cups. Oh, that could be a person. Okay. And the future for this week. So what you need to... the moon and... the surprise for this week, what is underneath is the Knight of Coins. Okay. Okay, so what I'm getting is an active participant in coaching and training. You could be a beginner coach. Maybe you are starting to take a coaching program. Maybe you are in teacher's college. It feels kind of like not initial learning. Okay, it actually really does feel like teacher's college, learning how to be a coach, learning how to be a guide. Maybe you're learning how to be a ski instructor or a golf pro, or not a golf pro, you are a golf pro and now you're teaching others how to play golf. Okay, I'm getting the feeling of the beginning stages of being a leader, of being a teacher. So let's go a little deeper. 9 of Wands. So that's the wounded warrior. That's the common name for this card. It is somebody who has got all the bumps and bruises, got the scars, but has never let it stop them. And again, with the coaching, it feels like you guys are trying to learn how to teach. Okay? Now, this could be because now if it's something like sports related or this mostly happens in sports, but plug it in, again, these are just the examples I'm using, plug it in where it belongs. But it feels like for whatever reason, you can't do this in the same fashion that you used to. So let's say you are trying to teach people how to play golf. Maybe you have a shoulder injury. Maybe you have a hip injury. Whatever it is that now you can't play anymore. Maybe you're going to teachers college because, and hopefully this doesn't sound mean or condescending, but you are really knowledgeable about something like, let's say, dance. Okay, you know all the steps, you know all the moves. You've done the stage productions. You have accomplished a lot as far as this is concerned, but either now you're just too old to do it anymore, because being a dancer, especially ballet, oh my God, does that destroy your body? But it's that type of thing. Maybe you're just too old to do the sport anymore. Maybe you've had an injury. Maybe you want to pass on your knowledge because you have so much of it. All right, Sagittarius, this is something that you either were a professional at or were at that professional level, and you just can't do it anymore. For whatever reason it is, you just can't do it anymore. So now I'm feeling like you are on this path to teach others how to do what you used to do. Okay? With the Queen of Cups in your obstacles, I'm not feeling like this is an obstacle so much as advice. Okay? I'm feeling this is more of, yes, you were a professional at this. You were the top of your game at this, let's say. And now you're transitioning over into teaching others. You got to remember that the people who you're teaching may have never done this before, right? When you started doing this, and I'm really feeling a natural talent, like it was picked up very quickly. Not everybody picks everything up very quickly, right? This feels more like being sympathetic, being empathetic to everyone maybe not being on your level. This could also be if you are deciding on getting into coaching, if you're deciding to get into teaching, I'm feeling like this is more of advice and obstacle that you have to remember there are humans involved in this. Okay, it's not just the skill itself. And maybe they won't have your level of passion, right? Maybe, let's go back to the example of dance. If you decide to be a dance instructor and you've got, young kids or young adults trying to learn this skill, maybe they do have some natural abilities, some natural talents, but they're still beginners, right? And it feels like more of a remember that you were a beginner once, that you have to teach this skill, coach this skill, relay this skill in a way that is loving, okay? It's not just, here's the moves, let's see you do the moves. It's, okay, this is the move. Think about how a bird extends their wings, right? Think of how, I don't know, figure out your example. I'm just seeing bird wings. So maybe you are trying to be a dance instructor. I don't know, but it's having that love. So that love that you have for whatever it is you want to start teaching people, whatever it is you want to start coaching people on, start with the love. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this card, is start with the love of what this activity is rather than the technical terms of the activity. The future. is the moon. Really? Okay. Let's bring this one in here too, actually, because when you learn how to coach, everybody coaches and teaches differently, right? You, as of right now, I'm not feeling the end game, okay? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm not feeling what the last stage of this is going to be. What I am feeling is that this is such a part of your heart, your soul. This is something that is very dear to you. And if you are teaching this to others, if you are showing the world this, and maybe you're doing this online, maybe you're doing the coaching online instead of one-on-one, you can't just go by the playbook, okay? I'm getting the feeling of rolling with the punches. Like, you may not know how this is going to turn out. You may not know the results you're going to get. You may not even know if you're going to really love coaching or not. I'm feeling a sense of just wanting to teach other people, but maybe you might do it and it kind of sucks. But it feels like if you trust your gut, you trust your instincts, and you lead with compassion rather than teaching a skill, teaching people to love what this is as much as you love it, then they will be just as successful as they can be, but they can just as successful as you, right? You don't need to know the end result. You don't need to know that every kid in the class is going to be a straight A student. You don't need to know that everybody who listens to your podcast is going to do exactly what you say. What you need to know is that if you put your best foot forward, if you lead this, coach this, teach this with compassion and with love, then yes, people are going to flock to you. People are going to listen to you. People are going to take your advice to heart. Okay? King of Cups is underneath. All right. What is not known to you, what is not seen by you, is the Knight of Coins, the slowest moving knight in the deck. And this is just about, again, you don't know how this is going to turn out. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not feeling like this is going to be solved in a week. This is feeling like a very long-term thing. This is possibly multiple years until you get to your end stage of what it is you are trying to develop, what you're trying to be a coach about, a teacher about. It may take years for you to really see the full extent of what this can become. And the underlying, the thing you're not seeing is it might take a while. It might take longer than what you planned. Like maybe you wanted to get into a coaching program and the coaching program was only going to be 6 months. But turns out that 6 months, that's just scratching the surface of the coaching program, right? And I'm not seeing disappointment in this. I'm seeing that, okay, you've now done 6 months of this coaching program. You feel you need to keep going with the skill development, right? 6 months of a coaching program may not be enough for you. Maybe you have to take a year, go back to school, whatever it is. It's not going to happen overnight. The end result is not going to happen this week, but this is a beautiful starting point. Okay, that's what I'm feeling for you guys this week, Sagittarians, is that this is the beginning of you being a great coach, you being a great teacher, you being a great leader. You know, As long as you keep an open mind, an open heart, and take the knowledge that you've already gained, the skills, the mastery that you already have, take that and show it not in just the technical way. Show it as a passionate way. I hope that makes sense for you guys, Sagittarians. Whatever it is you're working on, I would love to know what you want to be a coach about, because, you know, I'm always into learning new things and just experiencing all of the world. And I would love to hear back from anyone who wants to share. Hopefully this resonates. If it does, please leave a like. Also, if you feel like it, please subscribe so that you can see these every week. You'll be notified when they come out every week. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this perhaps, you can get in contact with me. My contact information is in the description box below. So reach out and we can look at this a little bit more if you'd like. Sagittarians, have an amazing week, and I will see you guys all soon. Hugs and kisses.